Today's video is brought to you by Bespoke Post, who is the final mystery character in Mortal Kombat 1. Today we're gonna talk about it, because believe it or not, even the best leakers have no way of spoiling this final character. That's right, even scalpers that got their hands on the Mortal Kombat 1 game early have no way of deciphering who this final character is, but what if I told you I did? Even though NetherRealm finally did a really good job keeping one of their characters a secret, all we have to do is look at past games to figure out who this final mystery character is, because another day means more Mortal Kombat 1 news. I'm covering it all the time on my channel, pretty much daily at this point. So if you want to stay up to date on Mortal Kombat 1 news, then make sure to subscribe and ring that bell, that way you never miss any future videos. And then after watching, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. It really does help my channel out a ton, and without any further ado, let's get started after a quick word from today's sponsor. Bespoke Post is a monthly membership club delivering a box of awesome top shelf goods from under the radar brands. It's free to join, and you can skip a month or cancel anytime. 90% of the products come from small brands, many of which are based right here in the US. For example, the Knife in the Terra box is made by Bare Bones, based in Salt Lake City. Every month they introduce their members to cool new products, outdoor gear, barware, home and kitchen goods, clothing, and more. And it's all based on a preference quiz that you fill out beforehand. Every box of awesome has around $70 worth of goods inside, but only costs you a fraction of the value. And the great news is, you can preview your box before it's shipped. You'll get a box of awesome assigned to you, and then before it's shipped, you'll get a preview of what comes inside and decide if you want to keep it, swap it out for a different box, or skip the month entirely for no charge. Or in other words, you only pay for what you want. And now comes the fun part of the video, where I open up my own boxes of awesome sent by Bespoke Post. First up, we have the Zone box, which came with quality earbuds from Studio. These are perfect because I love going for runs or hiking and working out. I love good quality earbuds. And as a result, the Zone box is perfect for me. These earbuds have active noise cancellation, vocal clarity, and a multi-point connection. Yeah, that's really sick. And as you can see, the charging case looks really cool. If I pop it open, you can have a look at the earbuds inside. Nice and sleek. And next up, we have the Shine box, which came with handmade sunglasses. How cool is that? And of course, every great pair of sunglasses needs a microfiber cloth to keep them nice and clean. And then finally, there's a leather sunglasses case. Yeah, this box might be my favorite so far. As you can see, Bespoke Post is really amazing. So if you want to get 20% off your first box of awesome, then make sure to click my link in the pinned comment and video description, and then enter TUDG20 at checkout, or go to bespokepost.com/TUDG20. Once again, thank you so much, Bespoke Post, for sponsoring today's video. I really do enjoy their products, and I know all of you watching will as well. Alright, it's time everyone, the final mystery character in Mortal Kombat 1. Like I mentioned at the start of this video, NetherRealm did the impossible. After decades of always having their character rosters leaked in advance, they finally managed to keep a character a secret. As you all know, I never reveal leaks on this channel, but I do keep in contact with data miners and popular leakers just to see what's going around. And as it turns out, people already leaked the roster of Mortal Kombat 1, but it doesn't matter, because get this, the final character is still a mystery. That's right, even if you broke into GameStop and stole a copy of Mortal Kombat 1 and put the disc in your console and started up the game, you would not be able to see this final character. Instead, they're just a silhouette, and that's it. And that's actually very interesting, because characters like Shang Tsung are visible, but they're locked because he's a pre-order bonus. And then on top of that, there's one more character who's already been revealed in a trailer who's locked as well. I'm not going to spoil who, because I don't cover leaks on this channel, but my point is, every character on the roster is still visible even if they're not unlocked yet. Which is why this final mystery character is so darn interesting. Finally, NetherRealm found a way to keep a secret in a Mortal Kombat roster. In fact, some people have theorized that NetherRealm actually programmed the game to be this way, and the character is going to remain a secret until Mortal Kombat 1 finally gets its day 1 patch, which is an interesting theory. And if that turns out to actually be the case, then I commend NetherRealm, because I've always said they don't take enough steps to keep their characters secret. Even in Mortal Kombat 11, characters like Melina got leaked because data miners went into the source code and saw the letters MIL, but all NetherRealm had to do to prevent that problem is just not put Melina's name there. Just give it a code like 143 or something. There is no reason for Melina's name to be MIL in the source code. It's not necessary for the game to function. But even so, NetherRealm's been making mistakes like that for years, and finally they've learned from their mistake, especially if that day 1 patch rumor is true. But for me personally, I don't think that's what's happening here. Instead, I have a different theory for why the final character in Mortal Kombat 1 is a silhouette. In my personal opinion, if I had to guess why this character character is still a mystery, it's because they're a big reveal later on in story mode. That's right, the only reason this character is a mystery on the roster is not due to a day one patch, but instead this character is literally a spoiler to the story mode, and that's why they're kept a mystery. I really do think that when Mortal Kombat 1 finally becomes available on September 14th, this character is still going to be a silhouette and remain a mystery, and that's because in order to see this character, you must complete the story mode of Mortal Kombat 1. That's my personal theory, and it actually makes a lot more sense than you think because this has precedence in previous Mortal Kombat games. For a fast example, even in Mortal Kombat X, you had to beat the game to unlock Shinnok, and that made sense because Shinnok is the final boss. And in fact, even in Mortal Kombat 9, you had to beat story mode to play as Quan Chi, but that's just a special bonus character. He's not the final boss of the game, unlike Mortal Kombat X, and I think NetherRealm is doing the exact same thing again for Mortal Kombat 1, only this time the final boss is a mystery, and they don't get revealed until the very end of story mode or very close to the end of story mode. And once again, that's why this final character is going to remain a mystery until somebody manages to beat story mode really quickly and finally unveil this character to us all. However, even if this final mystery character is not the final boss of Mortal Kombat 1, I still think at the very least they get revealed at the end of story mode. Very similar to an after credits scene in a Marvel movie or a DC movie. Pretty much every movie at this point in the modern day has an after credits scene where they reveal a new character, and I think Mortal Kombat 1 might do the exact same thing. Because don't forget, Ed Boon himself, the creator of Mortal Kombat, has said in multiple interviews that Mortal Kombat 1 does in fact have an after credits scene, and it's going to blow your mind. That's an exact quote, or at least I think so. He said something very similar to that. The ending reveal of Mortal Kombat 1 is going to blow everybody's minds, and I think that could be where they reveal the final playable character. So there's my theory, everyone. To keep it simple, the final playable character is either going to be the last boss in Mortal Kombat 1 or a character that gets revealed at the end of story mode. One of the two. However, believe it or not, there's one more theory going around that I don't think is likely, but it could be possible, so I have to cover it. Some people online theorize that this final slot is simply a placeholder for the DLC characters. Or in other words, very similar to Mortal Kombat 9, you click the icon, it opens up sideways, and there's more characters stored inside of it. And like I just said, anything is possible, but for me personally, I don't think this is likely to be the case for a couple of reasons. For starters, we have the location of this final mystery character. They're in the bottom right, so there's not much room to expand the roster for the DLC characters. Like, where would they go? I'd understand if it was the top row, because then it could expand upwards and the characters could be vertical, if that makes sense. However, once again, this final slot is in the bottom right of the row, so there's no room for it to expand and include the DLC characters. So that's reason number one. But then on top of that, the roster is actually divided into groups of 4. So for example, the top row has 12 characters and the bottom row has 12 characters, and each row is split into 4 sections. And that's even true for the bottom right row, which means that mystery character must be a part of that group of 4. It wouldn't make sense for the final section to just be 3 characters. If that final slot was meant for the DLC characters, then NetherRealm would have just divided the roster into groups of 3 instead of 4. So I do think that last slot is a fully playable character and not simply a pocket for the DLC characters. But once again, that's just my theory, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, because as you all know, I love making these videos interactive, and like I keep saying in every single video, I truly do read each and every comment that you post. So make sure to grab that keyboard and make your voices heard. What do you think is going on with this final mystery slot, and why is it a silhouette? You already know my opinion and prediction. I believe this final character is vital to story mode and also a spoiler, which is why they are still hidden for now. And the only way you can reveal this character and unlock them as a fully playable fighter is to complete the story mode and finish the game. And all this being said, believe it or not, there's still a mystery cameo fighter as well that has not been revealed, and for some reason nobody's talking about that. Just like the main roster, the cameo roster also has a hidden silhouette character, and nobody knows who this final cameo character is. Which once again begs the question, did NetherRealm code the game to keep these characters secret until the day 1 patch, or is this cameo character also vital to story mode? Are they also a spoiler, and if so, must you also complete the game to unlock them as well? If so, then I think that's really cool. Just one more reason to complete the story mode, and good job NetherRealm keeping your characters a secret. I commend you. Although honestly, I still have my fingers crossed that that mystery cameo is Meat, because Ed Boon did kind of imply that Meat was going to be in Mortal Kombat 1 as a cameo fighter, and for me personally, I'm not giving up hope. I still want Meat to return in a modern modern Mortal Kombat game, and why not Mortal Kombat 1? I think it's time for him to shine once again. But thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below. It really does help my channel out a ton. And then keep that combo going by subscribing and ringing that bell, that way you never miss a future video. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.